In today's video, I wanted to walk you through how to set up a new Google Ads account so that you can start running campaigns for your own business. And setting up the account itself is the first part of the process before we can actually even start making any campaign. So we're going to walk through that in this video. And we're also planning on making a future video when it comes to setting up the actual campaign in full itself. So if you would like to see that, do consider subscribing to the channel. But before we can do any of that, we actually have to make the Google Ads account itself. So I'm going to walk you through that first in this video. So basically, to do that, what we do is come up to just go into Google itself and just search for Google Ads. And just the main ads.google.com, you just come here to Google Ads, and once you're in here, then you can just press start now to make a new Google Ads account. Once you get to this next page, then you shouldn't see any accounts here if you don't have any accounts already. So you just go to press new Google Ads account, and straight away you'll be given the option to start creating a campaign. But you don't want to do this straight away. You want to just get the account made first, and then what you can do from there then is basically you'll have much more like features that you can use to make a campaign in full. So it's a lot easier to do this once we've made the account and added your billing info, which I'll show you now. So you can just press create your new campaign. It does make you put in a URL just to get past this first space here. So we'll just put in any random URL because we won't actually be using this for the campaign. And just press next then just to skip past all of this as quick as possible, and it'll just start asking you to select different things about what you want your campaign to look like, but we can just skip all that for now. We can just skip all this as well. Also, all of these are things we'll be doing once we actually start making the campaign, once we have the account made. We can just leave campaign creation, and now it'll bring us to um, confirming your account settings, which is basically where you put in your billing info, which is the main thing you need to do before you have the full capabilities of making a new campaign. So you just put in the country that your payment method is from and the time zone as well that matches that, which is important for the ad schedule as well for running your campaign. And obviously just make sure that your currency matches up with your country as well. And once you do that, then you just press continue. And once you're in here, then just make sure that you do have the right country and time zone. And usually just press no, don't send me any promotional emails because I don't want to be getting those. And for the payments profile, then if you don't have one already, you basically just select create new payments profile, and you just put in then your address first. Um, so that's the first thing you have to do. Just put in your address and the postcode that matches that address. And then once you do all that as well, you might have to put in your tax information. It completely depends on the country that you're from and also the card that you're using then as well for the account. And it is worth noting as well, just to save you some hassle, that you may end up getting suspicious payments suspension from Google Ads if you use a virtual or prepaid card here. So I'd make sure you use a proper bank card, and I'd also make sure that once you actually go to submit this, then that you make sure that you have this card connected to some form of online banking, because it'll ask you to verify the card. And if you have too many failed authorization attempts, that may also be considered by Google's AI as suspicious payments. And you don't want that to be the case, because you'll just have to go through the full appeal process of getting your account reactivated. So proper bank cards, make sure you complete the bank authorization. And I'd also get into the habit as well of adding like a small payment of even a few euros or dollars to the account just before you start running the campaign, because I've seen sometimes as well that Google Ads randomly gives you unpaid balance suspensions even when you haven't started running your ads yet, which doesn't really make a lot of sense, but that's just the way Google are. So I would also just add like a small payment to the account just to make sure that there's funds in the account at all times, and just always make sure as well that the card is able to handle any automatic payments, because Google charges you automatically once you start running the ads. But then once you've added your payment information, you'll get brought to a dashboard that looks like this, where you're actually able to start creating your new campaign. So that's what I would do to make your new account. Just get your payment info added first, and don't bother with the campaign creation steps Google gives you inside the actual account creation. I would just add the billing info first, and it makes creating the campaign from there a lot easier. And then obviously once you're in the dashboard here, you'll have the option to make a new campaign, which I'll make a separate video on as well. But I hope this video helps when it comes to setting up a new account inside Google Ads so that you can start then to create a new campaign. As usual, if you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave a comment down below. And we'll also be posting all things related to Google Ads here on the channel daily. So if you do like this kind of content, do consider liking and subscribing to the channel, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.